ACC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on last year's national champions, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown ball.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Razorbacks offense takes the field to start this game off. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to start off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Wide open downfield. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Paul. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch. And the Razorbacks are marching down the field. They'll go back to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Give to the single back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Gonna run it. It's Etienne. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. To the air, it's Clinton. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He breaks the tackle. He had all misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Runs through the tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Razorbacks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. So Tennessee's offense will get the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He's a monster, man. I think when you turn on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
This drive will open from the 15. Off play action on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking for space. It's Etienne. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Razorbacks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Back to pass. It's Collins. That's caught. It's Paul. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll try the run. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. There he goes. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Wants to throw, it's Clinton. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up for 45. First down for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete. A big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own two. Creates a little room. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air, it's Collins. A strike downfield. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear. One of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill. Just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Makes him talk to the hand.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression. and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Oh, they're after him! Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Right on the money. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. You saw it on that play.
Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Breaks the tackle. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the Vols have pushed it inside the 20. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it, tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And the Razorbacks get it past the sticks. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
And it makes Jerry Jones happy. Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back the pass. It's Clinton. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Razorback to the side to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He'll start this drive going to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on that 3rd down.
Oh, he's got some space. Running to Green. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Gage. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster.
He's loose. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you his speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Breaks free. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown ball. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to add another. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Spins away from the defense. Breaks into the open. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll do it himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Dropping back, it's Collins. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run play action. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this defense, we know they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. And here comes the punt team. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback on the keeper. Quick spin on the run. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Let's see what they've got on second down. Scanning the field, it's Clinton. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through, and guess what? Not only this play.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time. Breaking on the ball, snagging it out in the air, and securing that interception.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Shakes off the defender. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Volunteers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. He's got him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Vols will have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dragged down to the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants it all. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Let's go. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This kick would be hard enough straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
And the Vols will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run in football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. From the shotgun, the inside give. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Man, is he having a day for the Big Orange, already over 150 yards.
Yeah, and showing you a little bit of everything, Reese. I mean, he can break tackles. He can make you miss. He's doing it all for this offense, and I would continue to feed him, and I guarantee you the Orange fans are going nuts.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Volunteers have moved it inside the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Tight end finds a soft spot. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play out top. And the Volunteers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteer!
Reese, that's 3 for a young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. A hat trick, the third touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Collins. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This is a situation here in the third quarter. This offense did not want to be in facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Cam hanging on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Turning it on! And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
First and goal for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Tennessee! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Hey, how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man. It's Clinton. Got it set up on the outside. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Motion from the wide receiver. Can't get him to the ground. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
On the run, it's Green. Hard running there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll give it to him again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Got his man in the middle. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Bringing it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
This is no surprise to defenses. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in football.
Terms like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The quick out. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Give to the back. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Vols are threatening in the red zone. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And the Vols really need to keep this drive alive on third down. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages? Or we'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown ball! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
What they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been, they're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. And the ball comes to rest right there.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. A stopping Cole maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got the 1st down and more. There he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Vols started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple positions. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. He's past the 30. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Here we go, set. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give from the gun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And the ball is good enough for the first down.
Now, this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The give as they work on that clock. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Volunteers can really attack short. They'll go to the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Now facing a third and long. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better, you know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.